200 for me. We're down here by Pine Mountain and Calloway Gardens. We flew out of the Pine Mountain Airport. Met the manager there, real nice guy, happy to have us. So that's great. We just got up and got out of there. The wind switched 2 times directions, 180 degrees in 30 minutes. And finally we sent it. Boy, there's some nice areas down here. But this is flight number 200 for me, so that's exciting. There's some guys down here on a UTV by that pond. I don't want to be down low and, you know, piss off any of these neighbors right off the bat. That's not good. And the next property is horse property. I'm not wanting to fly over there either. Low and cruise around, but not willing to upset anybody. Boy, it's a nice little campground here. I've only camped one time down here by Pine Mountain, and it wasn't here. It was at a state park that was real nice, real wooded, and this place here is wide open. I'm sure it's private. But we cruise around the outside of it. Sure, there's a lot of people here camping and gathered up to go to the lights at Calloway Gardens. It's beautiful weather. Sunsets at like 5:30, so of course we can go to 6 with our strobes. Which I run my strobes every time I fly. I got one on my helmet and one on the cage. So I just run them all the time. I talked, like I said, I talked with the airport manager when I first got down here. He moved from up around where I currently live and moved down here and bought a big tract of land, and he just couldn't have been nicer. We set up to take off, you know, towards the east, which is what was called for, and it was kind of blowing out of the north. Then it turned to be out of the west. We went down and set up for out of the west, moved the trucks, and then it turned around 180 degrees. And so we just went off to the side of the taxiway at the end of the runway and took off. And so that worked out good. but it's, you know, in the high 40s, maybe 50 degrees. And so it's real cool, but it ain't freezing, so that's nice. President Roosevelt had an airport. I'm guessing it's about 10 miles kind of north of here. We flew out of there a couple years ago. We need to go fly out of there again. It is a real laid back, uncontrolled field, but a nice asphalt runway. And President Roosevelt used to come down here, and I think this is where he lived out his years after his presidency. And they have some kind of park in his homestead, but on one of these mountain ridges, there is still it's a protected site, of course, but it's where he would go to picnic, and the big stone fireplace and everything is still there, but he would picnic there in that ridge. It overlooked a real nice valley. One day when it's warmer, I want to get down here and go fly to that site, you know, and just fly around it. The biggest city really around here is LaGrange. It's probably 20 miles or so, 30 miles away maybe. But we're gonna fly over here towards Calloway Gardens in a little bit. And they have a massive light display that's very nice. And you can ride in these trolleys that are pulled by a truck or a tractor, and ride through all the lights, and it's really cool. And the kids, of course, love it. We took all the grandkids there 2 years ago. It's about time to do it again. This pecan farm fell victim to a subdivision. This guy over here apparently is building an absolutely beautiful barn. I wouldn't have flown down there around somebody's house like that, but the guy was in the driveway and had a kid come out of the house and they were waving, so I'm guessing they wouldn't like it. You know, it's just so hard. You want to fly by them and let them see it, and, you know, show it to them. And then you're scared to, you know, me at least, I'm scared to upset them that they don't want you around their stuff. Because that's understandable, if that's what they chose. But, you know, hopefully they like it. That Roosevelt Park and everything, to the best of my knowledge, is that ridge line that I'm looking at out there. I'll have to look when I get home. There's a huge tower out there. I'll have to look and see where that is. as a reference point.